Clockwork orange, bit of 20 on 1. Breaking heads don't sound like much fun. It's not your only way of getting kicks by breaking heads. You know you can't do your thing of time. Gotta rip it up, gotta rip you up. You gotta rip it up, gotta rip it up, gotta rip it up. Had enough of violence just to kill boredom. Makes no sense. We're not the background for your stupid fights. Get out of the darkness. Time unite. Do the thing with time. Gotta rip it up. 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 Rip it up. You gotta rip it up. 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 Rip it up.
Eric Dressen, 39 years old, been skating well over 30 years, born in Los Angeles, live in Los Angeles. Growing up, I looked up to Jay Adams and Tony Alva and Steve Olson and all these dudes. They were like my heroes, and when I finally got to meet these dudes, like I just wanted to hear their voices, because like all I saw was them on the magazines. Meeting them, they're so cool. Like that meant so much to me, because these are my heroes.
So anyway, about Eric Dressen is like, Eric Dressen has been around longer than most, right? Obviously, he's been killing it ever since he was 8. So if you do the math, he's been killing it for 35 years. How many other people can say they've fucking ever done that?
Skating came back 85, 86. Eric D came back out of the woodwork. Then, you know, I mentioned to guys, who is this dude? Right away, people said, no, that's Eric D. You know, he used to be a pro when he was 12, and he was part of the, part of the skate scene in the 70s. I was like, wow, you know, for a young guy, he's in it fast.
Eric was always associated with like speed and style. If you ever saw a picture of Eric, it was always really stylish, and he would always look like he was going really fast. And then when you saw him skate in person, you realize he really was going as fast as it looked in the photo, which probably goes back to like the whole Dogtown thing with everyone wanting to have style. Eric always looked good doing it.
It would be so rad to watch the videos. We got videos when I was a kid. That was our link to seeing real pros skate. But seeing Eric skate in the contest, Eric was always aggro and fast and just dominating. Always dominating.
It's like the last kind of generation of real Venice, amazing street skaters.
He was sort of that edgy, hard Venice still.
You could tell he was a local, that's for sure.
Probably like around 89. I was riding for Dogtown, and Santa Cruz was trying to steal me. And I went up and had a couple meetings. They had a crazy scene there. Gavin O'Brien was the team manager. How he embraced Santa Cruz like the old days, like Steve Olson and Dwayne Peters and Salva. That whole punk rock Santa Cruz era just really inspired me to get on the team. That was like the best time of my life, like just showing up demos, and it was just on, just ripping.
Eric shows up, you know, breaking the speed limit, 150 miles an hour, cracking ollies over regular sized benches like you were the shit if you could ollie, like, you know, like about 3 boards high. Like that type of shit got you laid back then. Being able to see that, it was a push and a strive for the kids to better themselves.
That was when I really felt like a true professional skateboarder. Boards were doing good. We're coming out with new stuff like Everslicks. It was just a cool time. It's about 93, I think. Skateboarding just changes out with the old and with the new. It was a pretty rough time in my life. At the same time, I blew up my knee, So there I was, just sitting there, screwed. I guess it was 2004. Me and Bart were up in Santa Cruz filming Jason Jesse for the Skinned Alive video, and we ended up stopping by this gallery that had the 30 fucking years show with all the Santa Cruz graphics up on the wall. And I was just walking around looking at this. These graphics are insane. These graphics have longevity. It's such a bitchin' era. It just triggered all these memories and stuff, and it's like, whoa, I was really a part of something. And then after that, after looking at all this stuff, I went across the street to Bill's Wheel Skate Shop, and they just have like their whole walls is like the whole history of Santa Cruz, all their old boards and stuff. And I was just like, started getting like homesick for the old team, and pull out, and then there's a street that Santa Cruz is on. I was like, man, I want my old job back. Right about that time, they were doing the reissues, and we were at a trade show, and they asked me if they could reissue my board, and I was like, I was so stoked to be included in on the deal. Then it got me thinking. I was like, you know what? I just want to be back on Santa Cruz. So I made a phone call from all the reissue stuff, kicking ass. All that stuff's selling out. Everyone digs it. I was just thinking the graphics I could have, and after about a week later, they called me back. Oh, that's a great idea. Oh, by the way, we talked to Tom. Tom's down. Let's do like a little division. That's the thing, like getting back on Santa Cruz, and then me and Tom skating together for the first time. We were Brian Lottie's movie, First and Hope. He brought Tom down. We had to film at Jailhouse downtown LA, and we drove up, just got a car. He hit the bank, I hit the bank. It was just that old feeling, like was back. Like me and him just have a chemistry together. Like when we're skating together, it's just, man, just feed on that. It's like old days. And I was like, man, this is what I started off to do. So that's the thing I try to do in my skateboarding, is just be an ambassador. You know, when you show up,